What's going on, everybody? So what you're looking at right there is specifically what the arcade mode will feature. It's a new play style, very offensive, lots of big plays, spectacular catches, broken tackles, and scoring. And it's surprisingly fun to play. So you're pretty much going to have a mode where it's Madden 16 and 17 combined. But they're finally showing that that's what the mode was all along. It was an NFL Blitz. We've pretty much been playing NFL Blitz with Madden on it for the last couple of years. Because that's what it describes. That's how I look at it. That's what it looks like to me by what that says. Now, it's going to be 3 game styles: simulation, arcade, and competitive, right? Today, we're going to talk about the arcade mode because I don't know how to feel about this because it feels like I've been duped. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much we've been getting an arcade style game because of Brandon Carr. Brandon Carr, if you guys don't know who he is, aka Brandon Used Car, the dude got mossed by OBJ. And EA Sports didn't know what to do with their hands. So they made a game that was so ridiculous that I died 4 times and came back. So I'm going to tell you this right now. Now that we know that the arcade mode is there, I don't know if they're going to have, you know, the way that they do the competitive series, if it would make sense to now have a tournament with the arcade mode, because that would show that what they did the previous 2 years was all arcade with 16 and 17. Or is it going to be all competitive style? Or maybe all simulation? Because in my opinion, it seems like you're getting a good deal because you're getting 3 games in one. But I just don't see how they're going to be. If they're able to distinguish and take away all the BS from 16 and 17 with any of these modes, I will be very, very, very surprised. Because you know what that says? It says that all along they knew exactly what they were doing. Like I've been saying, it's no way that you cannot identify what's being put in your face in every stream that you go to if you're an EA developer. You look at the things that are going on. You look at the fact that the ball is being thrown through people's bodies. You look at the fact that guys are, you know, doing whatever they want. Just throw the ball in the coverage. It's coming down in quadruple coverage, quintuplet, whatever kind of tuplet you want to use. It's been happening. And then now you can separate it into modes and make it so that it's acceptable. Yes, it's very, very genius, and I give EA Sports a lot of credit for not admitting what they did for the previous 2 years, but making other newbies have fun playing the mode like it's something new. When if you've played 16 or 17, you've already played arcade mode. And that's what my issue is. And people are gonna say, oh yeah, bro, yo, all you do is complain. Bro, do you not realize that they changed the modes to specifically say what I've been complaining about for the last 2 years? Does anybody realize that? Or do you want to just run your mouth? This is what I'm saying. Everybody knows what's going on, but people are too scared to say things because it affects their job, it affects their... Listen, this is what it is. You're not going to get fired if you work for EA Sports by saying, you know what? I think in 2017 we should be able to put a game together where the ball doesn't, you know, it doesn't get thrown through somebody's body. You're not going to get fired for that. You may be shunned and people be like, yo, what the F are you doing? But ultimately, that's something that eventually would need to be addressed. And it hasn't been addressed over the last couple of years. Now, there are things like the predetermined pick where you have a guy beat deep by 5 to 10 yards, and then the guy just revamps himself and comes right in front of you and intercepts the ball. I'm very interested to see how they're going to incorporate that into whichever game mode. Because if that predetermined pick action is in competitive play, it's not really competitive play. So, like I said, I can't really be hopeful about Madden 18, and like I keep on telling you guys, I'm getting the game. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I play Madden. I like Madden. I'm gonna get it. It's just about how long I'm going to play it. And it all depends on what's going to be happening throughout the gameplay. Now, if I choose to play arcade mode, I'm choosing to play Madden 16 and Madden 17. That's what I'm choosing to do. If I play Madden 18 arcade mode. So I can't be mad about anything that happens in that mode. That's pretty much what EA is telling you. They're saying, look, a guy named Gmia has been going wild for the last 2 years. So we're going to let you know that, yes, it's now being called arcade mode, but you're really playing Madden 16 and Madden 17. It just says Madden 18 there, and it's arcade mode. That's pretty much what it is, because that can be the only explanation for why they would do what they're doing. Other than that, it doesn't make any sense. If you really think about it, it doesn't make any sense at all for them to have that mode if it's not something that they're trying to make sure that people understand. Yes, we are aware of the BS that's been happening over the last couple years. And again, The way that they're doing this is so genius, and people are too foolish to realize that even though there's no gameplay readily available right now as of July 20th, 2017 at the moment, it's an actual genius promotional style. Because what happens every year with Madden over the last 2 years? People get so hungry for a better game that even if somebody snapshots, like, you know, one of the creative directors, Rex Dixon, he snapshotted the scoreboard and people just started jizzing all over the place because you get excited about what's to come. But that's what they do over the last couple years to try to remove you from the fact that you just went through hell. You walked through fire, and now they're gonna try to make you come out unscathed by saying, yeah, you know what? We recognize that this game has been really, really bad. So we're gonna give you a mode where if you like the really, really bad game, which a lot of bums do, you can still play it. But for the other guys that really wanna play vintage Madden, when you should have some skill to be able to do certain things, here's this for you. And for guys that want to kick field goals and punt on 4th down, here's something for you. So now everybody wins. But realistically, we all lose because we all fell for the trap. We all played the game knowing that it was NFL blitz. We all knew it was blitz, but guess what? Everybody acted like it wasn't. So for everybody that, oh, bro, this is the best game ever. Oh, bro, there's nothing wrong with the game. Oh, and you're in your streams and you're lying about how good the game is. EA just showed you. That's what arcade mode is. Why would they create a mode, and why would that be the description of the mode, which was written on Twitter, if it wasn't something that they're already aware of? Do you understand what I'm saying? Does anybody really, am I getting through to you now? Is everybody understanding? Yes, I've been crazy and going wild on the game. But I've been going crazy for a reason, and I've shown and dictated things that have been wrong with the game. And people of EA Sports, they've just like kind of ignored me and not spoken to me and stuff like that. But that's the bigger picture. Is I was able to let you guys know what the deal was. I'm not concerned with how they feel about me. It's more about what I visibly see and what I want you guys to understand that I'm going to always give you if you subscribe to my channel. Because what's the point of me being like everybody else and lying to you about something that's obvious? It doesn't make any sense. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to join the flock and the sheep and lie to try to do what? Become a game changer? This is what I'm saying. There were major, major issues wrong with Madden 16 and 17. And everybody knew all along. And now, for Madden 18, you have a mode that's dedicated to the bums that took advantage of that fact. And like I said, when I say bums, I consider myself a bum too after playing 16 and 17. Before 16 and 17, I would have never called myself a bum. After playing 16 and 17 and having to adapt and just not care and just hike the ball and throw it into coverage, I have to say, it's kind of bummy. And yeah, for all the guys that are like, yeah, bro, you swerve, okay. And? So what did you want me to do? You wanted me to play around with you in an arcade mode game that they just didn't say it was arcade and then not go crazy? Do you know how much punishment my liver has taken over the last 2 years? You guys think I give a F about what you think about swerving? And that's the funny thing about it now. Because I want to see how they're going to do the tournaments. Are they going to allow arcade mode for some of the tournaments? Are they going to show love to the people that helped you ride through 16 and 17 by playing your arcade game? Or are you going to go straight to competitive style where everything is an interception, you get fumbles, all the other BS that goes on, but it's not supposed to be fluky because it's competitive? Remember, distinguishing certain things within the game is still the same platform. It's just sliders. So if you guys don't understand that, go into a franchise and use your sliders. That's pretty much what the difference in the modes will be. They will tune down the sliders for arcade mode. I'm gonna turn it up for everything to be fluky. They will turn it down for, competitive, for simulation, and that will change the game. It's all the same game, just different slider mechanics. All I'm trying to say is, if the base of your game is solid, you don't need to do this. You can just have all Madden, all Pro, the way we used to. Because that's pretty much what it's going to be. It's just going to be named different. And at the end of the day, arcade mode is what we've had over the last couple of years. And it's as simple as that. It's nothing else that you can really say about it because the writing is on the wall. It's right in front of your face. And regardless if you want to see it or not, I'm going to tell you about it. And that's what you're going to get when you subscribe to GmiasWorld, because that's what it is. So I have to point the obvious out because nobody else is willing to do it. And then we move on. Will you be playing the arcade mode? Let me know, because this guy right here probably won't. He might go to simulation because he's a bum. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. One love.